What's going on, YouTube? I'm going to give you guys a breakdown of Bloodhound with a lot of new people coming into these seasons, a lot of cool things happening. Not a lot of people know the lores of the characters. So here's a breakdown of Bloodhound within 5 minutes. All right, so we're going to go onto the Apex website. We're going to go over what is on there, and then I'm going to go over what is not on there and kind of show some snippets of the videos that they've shown on previous seasons with some of the stories that have gone, the different POIs. One of the things that we do know is that Bloodhound originated from World's Edge, and one of the things that's not going to be in this kind of breakdown of the character is that Bloodhound is confirmed by devs and by the voice actress of Bloodhound that Bloodhound is non-binary, which is a really cool thing. Really, honestly, it's a really cool thing that Apex does. Is they show kind of more than just their personality, but just kind of who they are outside of the Apex games. All right, so Bloodhound. We're gonna read the synopsis of Bloodhound, kind of go over what we know already, and what things we kind of infer on other things. Bloodhound is known across the Outlands as one of the greatest game hunters the Frontier has ever seen. The child of two engineers stationed on New Dawn industrial plant on Talos, Bloodhound was taken by their uncle Arthur. And one of the cool things that we know confirmed is that Bloodhound named the Raven after their uncle Arthur. So you'll see Bloodhound interact and it'll be like Arthur. They're talking about the Raven. By their uncle Arthur, after a meltdown destroyed the facility and killed both their parents. Arthur taught from the old ways, a belief system that focuses on the glory, nature, and rejects modern technology. Yet Bloodhound was constantly drawn to the technology marvels and ultimately used both new and old methods to take down a Goliath, which is one of the things that will kind of, and I'll put a link in the description of the video so you guys can see the video that actually they show that kind of unfolding. They use a charge rifle and they kind of show new technology, and the feud between Bloodhound and Arthur was actually really cool. Goliath that preyed on the people from their village, forever changing their life's path. Bloodhound's unparalleled tracking skills are both boon to any team they join, helping them root out hidden opponents and track enemy movements. Calling on Earth's old Norse gods to guide them, Bloodhound believes the destiny is a path that has already been laid out, eventually carrying her out all to their death. But with that knowledge comes strength, because until that day comes, Bloodhound knows they cannot be stopped. And that just kind of goes more into kind of Bloodhound's abilities, because we know if you've ever played Bloodhound, Bloodhound is a passive to where if you have moved in that direction, or if you've been there within the last 90 seconds, Bloodhound can have a footstep tracker and kind of show it's their passive ability, as well as the tactical of scanning and the ultimate of the Allfather, which kind of goes. So there is confirmed not a lot known about Bloodhound. Bloodhound is one of the very few characters where we don't know their full age, their full name. Bloodhound actually never takes off this mask. The closest we get is a event skin that will kind of showcase an event skin that shows more like cheek and everything, but actually we never see Bloodhound's face. And there's a reason for that. If you watch the video, and if you want to pause here and go look at the video, because this will be like showing the video, what happens when they're using the charge rifle and they're fighting the Goliath is that what looks like cold air or O2 gets into Bloodhound's lungs and burns their lungs, and they need this defibrillator, kind of like a Darth Vader type defibrillator, to breathe, which is, you kind of see right here, that's what they're wearing. And they're always wearing the mask because they seem like they burned their lungs. But we'll kind of go over the abilities, and if you've ever played Bloodhound, you know that Bloodhound's a very versatile character, very easy to use. I would say if you're just now playing the game, or you want to learn to play the game, this is definitely a character you want to start out with. Information is 100% power when playing Apex Legends, so you definitely want to try out. If you've never tried out Bloodhound, you definitely want to try out Bloodhound. It'll help you, it'll help your team kind of go into where you need to rotate, as compared to where other people play, things like that. The Father is kind of what we got onto. That's their tactical ability. It scans within a certain distance If someone's hiding behind a wall, if you hear somebody, they're hiding in a building, you can scan them and it scan everybody in that radius, which I think is really, really useful. I've used Bloodhound since launch. I always go back to Bloodhound. Whether a new character like Newcastle comes out, I'll play with Newcastle for a while, but I'll always go back to Bloodhound. Bloodhound is super, super, super useful, 100%. And this right here, tracker, it's the pass that we talked about. If they've been there for the next 90 seconds, and you can kind of, if you look at it, the symbol of what you see is kind of what they're doing. So it'll tell you if they slid, it'll have a sliding icon. If they jumped off this wall, it'll tell you. It's super, super informative. It's pretty cool. But that is a breakdown of Bloodhound. All the other videos that you've seen, that you will see, are going to be in the description of the video. That way, because they've done a lot of official videos, a lot of official art. Bloodhound is a super, super useful character. Really appreciate you guys watching this video. Really appreciate you guys watching this video. If you guys like more content like this, we are going to be posting a lot of the videos, breakdowns of the characters, and kind of go more into the lore of the characters and how they kind of connect. Bloodhound is one of those characters that they're kind of like a standoff character. They're not super connected, kind of like, for example, later on in a video that we're going to be doing, Lifeline and Octane have a super rich history together, things like that. Bloodhound's one of those kind of solo lone wolf type characters, or in this case lone raven. But we're gonna get into a lot of the Apex legends. If you guys like this video, please comment which legend is your favorite legend, which legend you want to see get into breakdown. It really helps. Be sure you subscribe to the channel. I'll catch you guys in the next video.